They got a little heated. Um, Emmanuel Forbes went for the deflect the ball, and the dude they want Emmanuel Forbes knocking the ball out of his hands, and they started pushing and all that. So it was a little scuffle or whatever. It wasn't nothing serious. Teams came out there on the field. It was a big old melee, but it wasn't nothing serious. Ain't nobody get hurt. Ain't nobody get in trouble or nothing like that. But it was exciting to see. I like to see that. I like to see when the teams get heated and you got a rookie and his team got his back. I like to see that. What's going on, K? What's going on, T? What's going on with y'all?
What up? What up?
What's good, G? Man? What you got going?
Hey, free, what's up?
What's going on? You back now? You back? Yeah,
I know you want to talk about my Browns, man. We need a kicker, man. That's been the problem.
yeah. I mean, we can go ahead and get into it. I mean, we can go ahead and talk about that one first. As we all know, last Friday Washington played against the Browns, and they had the first teams out there for a little while. I like what I seen from Sam Howell. They tried him out sitting in the pocket, and they still need to work with the offensive line. Him sitting in the pocket, they still need some work there. But I like how they moved the pocket and they let him show his wheels. And the man can run and he could throw on the run. And I think they're going to be doing a lot of that because, like I said, they got the offensive coordinator from OKC. I said OKC from KC. They got the offensive coordinator from KC. So we all know that Patrick Mahomes. That's what they used to do. They used to move the pocket and let him scramble around and beat the defenses because once the quarterback moves and see that's where your defense got to be disciplined because once they see that quarterback moving, they automatically think the quarterback is going to run. But when you're a corner, you gotta stay with your receiver. You gotta stay on your assignment and let the front line and the linebackers worry about the quarterback. Once he get past them, then you can come down and worry about the quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sam Howell develops in that system, and this is a new system for all of them. This is the first year that we have EB as our offense coordinator. What's going on, Tay Tay? What's going on, John Sanders? Appreciate y'all coming through. So yeah, it's the first season that we had with him. But I saw Deshaun Watson. He looked like he still got his legs up under him. He made some good throws. He made some good moves. He got away from the Chase Young sack. Chase Young tripped up over his player, and Deshaun Watson got away. But one thing I noticed right after that, they got to the goal line, and the defensive line, Washington's defensive line stood up, and they didn't allow them to go in. I don't know why they decided to go four straight downs to try to get it in. You didn't get it in the first three, kick a field goal. But the defensive line stood up, and after that, Cleveland was like, nah, we're not letting you sit back there no more. We invested too much money in you. You got a guaranteed contract. We're not letting you get hurt in the first preseason game. So they pulled that man after the first series. What's your take on it, BBO?
These are the long ones. Really short ones. Okay, come on.
Oh, yeah, it's back.
I will say this though, Deshaun Watson, man, got to kind of get back to what he do best. He to run and throw. I think he kind of getting too caught up in trying to just throw the ball. You know what made him so good in Houston was the fact that he could throw, and he was definitely a threat with his legs. So we're gonna see what happens. He showed a lot of rust last year. Never really became the Deshaun Watson that we paid $230 million to. So we got.
I mean, I think that happens a lot when you have a quarterback that runs and they take a bad injury and they out for a significant amount of time. They tend to not want to use their legs so much because they don't want to get injured again. So I think that's going to play a part. When he take another real big hit, because I don't think he took no big hits since he's been. So I think that's going to play a part in his mind when he take another real big hit.
Okay, last year.
How?
He only played 4 games last year.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he took no real big hit last year because I think they was getting the ball out of his hands quick. So I don't think he took no real big hit. I think he might have got sacked a couple of times, but I don't think it was nothing where he was like, is my leg gonna be all right, or am I gonna still be able to keep my mind in the game? It was just like they grabbed him and pulled him down. So I don't think it was nothing major like that, but that's going to play a part in anybody's mind when you out for a significant amount of time from a hit, and you first come back and you got to go through that again, and sometimes you tense up when that defense is coming. So we're going to see how he is.
You know, the one thing that I will say with Deshaun Watson that I could say as a Browns fan, just in general, the Browns have a hard time. It's like we like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. We don't know if we want to be a running team. We don't know if we got Amari Cooper. If we want to run, if we want to throw the ball, we got to get some type of identity, man. It's like all over the place with the Browns. But I will say, man, you guys look terrific on the defensive line. Chase is everything we thought he would be. I just hope that y'all get some offensive help to buffer with that great defense y'all got coming. Y'all might have one of the best defenses in football if it come together like it need to.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little scared moment in the game too when Chase Young went for that sack, and he, like I said, he got tripped up, and they brought him to the line, and they brought him to the sideline, and it was a lot of the medical team around him or whatever, but they said it wasn't nothing significant like that. They just was questioning, making sure everything was good. He had a little tightness in his leg or whatever, so they just didn't take no chances putting him back out. That's why we didn't see him no more the rest of the game. They didn't want to take no chances with it, so they just let him sit out the rest of the game. But T, how your boys looking? T, I didn't get a chance to catch Tennessee's game. T, you still there? I know T be moving. I'll come back to T. Case of boy, what's the Saints looking like?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, they put them Winston coming in. Got sacked twice, 2 times in a row, man. Right off the bat, man. I was like, what the hell, dude? I can't believe they're a joke with James Winston, man.
Oh yeah. Are you back, T?
Man, and I just can't believe they re-signed him. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, how your Tennessee looking? I ain't get a chance to catch their game.
We had goddamn tryouts, man. We had tryouts. Y'all ain't see our open tryouts that we had this week.
I didn't get a chance to catch it.
We had Malik. We had open tryouts for QB number 2. Our QB number 1 ain't that good, but we had open tryouts for QB number 2. Malik Willis and Will Levis went down for down, went series for series the whole game. Series. I would have rather seen them go half and half, right? So quarterback can try to catch rhythm, because it's hard for a quarterback to catch a rhythm. Series in, series out, series in, series out. But most definitely Malik Willis is the second string though. But Will Levis started rough and he finished a little stronger. So it's potential there for him, but Will Levis is clearly the better quarterback of those two. You know what I mean? I mean, not Will Levis. Malik Willis is clearly the better quarterback between those two. You know what I mean? I wanted to look at Malik. I wanted to look at Will. I gave Malik about a B-. I gave Will Levis about a C-. You know what I mean? They pretty much did what I expected them to do, you know, as far as preseason that position. You know what I mean? One player being the second year, the other player being the rookie. They pretty much did what I think what I thought they was gonna do. I like we got a running back. He kind of small, you know what I mean? His name Sears from Tulane. I like him. I can see him being useful, you know, this year, whether it's in the return game or, you know, like third down running back to give, you know, us a receiving option or something like that. Negative though, our cornerbacks look rough. Again, it look rough, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't like that shit. I ain't like that, man.
See, a lot of people talk about the linebackers and the defensive line. My thing is you want to build up your defensive line, and then you want to build up the corners, because if you got a strong defensive line, your linebackers is really not that needed. They need it for the running game. But if you got a strong defensive line, they can pretty much hold down the running game for the most part. But you want to, especially these days nowadays, the corners is what you really want to focus on, because everybody's throwing the ball more. So you want to have strong corners, and you want to have a strong defensive line, because you want to be able to have your defensive line put pressure on that quarterback. And then when that quarterback has to throw the ball quick, you want to have a solid corner where either he can knock the ball down, he can make the tackle right away, or he can pick it off. So a lot of people is focusing on linebackers. They'll go get a defensive lineman here, get a defensive lineman there, and then they'll focus on linebackers. And they tend to forget about the corners and the safety. So I look at it the other way around. I look at focus on the defensive line and then get the corners and the safeties together, and then you can fill in the linebackers for the most part till you find a solid linebacker.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing is, man, the linebacker, man, having a good linebacking core, man, that's like the heart of the defense. And you're talking about in this NFL, if you don't got some good linebackers, man, to cut off that tight end or these route receivers, man, you pretty much cooked. So I mean,
but nowadays the tight ends are lining up like wide receivers, so you put your strong safety on them. So if you got weak DBs, the tight end going to eat up your safety anyway. You're going to eat up the linebackers. Linebackers, for the most part, they cover the running backs. For the most part, they cover the running backs when they come out the backfield. So I mean, like I said, you can have a decent linebacker. You don't need a world beater, so to speak. I know everybody wants a outstanding Pro Bowl linebacker, but if you got a dominant defensive line and you got a top-notch corners and DBs, your linebackers is going to be overlooked anyway, because everybody going to be looking at your defensive line and they're going to be looking at your corners. They ain't going to really be thinking about the linebackers, because your defensive line is holding down the front line anyway.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, man, I think a linebacker is very underrated in this new NFL where it's so open. It's like the middle of the field so open. I feel like with the right back, you know, the right back half, man, you can dominate this league, man, because you really can't, be honest with you, can't really sack them. So it's like the only thing you can really hope to do is maybe cover them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part, I mean, like that's what I say. If you have one, yeah, but I will focus more on what's going on. Thomas, appreciate you coming through. I will focus more on my defensive line and my DBs, because, like I said, we all know this is a passing league. The linebackers will be the last thing that I will worry about. I want to focus on that defensive line and the corners and the safeties, because, like I said, if your defensive line can't get there, they throwing that ball up. And if you ain't got no good corners, you can have the best linebackers in the world. If they ain't get to the cornerback, I mean, the quarterback going to carve you up anyway. So if your defensive line is not that good, it don't matter how good your linebackers is. If your defensive line ain't that good, your linebackers is just pretty much sitting ducks, because the quarterback going to carve you up anyway.
I got a question for everybody on the panel. So we all been seeing what Patrick Mahomes and done this last 5 or 6 years. Can he keep it up? And do you guys think the fact that Eric Bieniemy went on to DC, will that affect him any? I just want to know what everybody think about that.
I hear a lot of people saying that it won't affect him, because they said that EB wasn't really the offensive coordinator, it was more so Andy Reid. But regardless if it was Andy Reid or not, EB is the offensive coordinator for a reason. Andy Reid is a head coach. Andy Reid, his focus is over the whole entire team. He's not solely worried about the offense. He's not solely worried about the defense. He's worried about the whole team. So Andy Reid, yeah, he's a good offensive-minded head coach, but you still need a good offensive coordinator. So regardless of who they have in there, if they're not a good offensive coordinator, it's going to affect the team.
Mahomes ain't winning that shit this year. I guarantee you that.
And no, it might not bother him this year, because they pretty much know the system. It's the years to come, like the next couple of years, when you getting you get new players in there. If they don't have a good offensive coordinator in place of EB, you're going to see it. You're going to be like, damn, they should have never let EB go. And it might show up this year. It might show up this year because if what if they get off to a bad start and their offense is struggling? And they're gonna be like, man, y'all should have never let EB go. You look at Washington and let Washington get off to a hot start and Kansas City get off to a shaky start. They're gonna be like, man, y'all should have never let EB go. Look what he's doing over in Washington. That's gonna be the first thing they're gonna say.
You know what though? Even I could see EB all over y'all's game plan. I mean, y'all's quarterback, man. You know, I can't remember his name because he's a nobody. But
Sam Howell, he ain't no nobody. That man was a monster at North Carolina. That man was a monster at North Carolina.
Like I said, he's a bum, and he looked decent, man. He really looked decent, like he could play. And I'm telling you, man,
he was a bum, but he was carving up your defense.
Hey, that ain't saying much, bro.
No, I'm glad you saying. I'm glad you finally admitting that you're going for the team. The sorry is it?
No, they're not sorry. They're not sorry, but of course, you know what's funny, man. You can't argue with a hater, man. It's Cleveland Browns all day.
I know hater. I mean, I have no problem if you want to be with the Cavaliers Browns. I have no problem with that.
So when Deshaun Watson win MVP this year, I don't want you talking about, oh, I knew it.
Oh, now you're stretching it now, bro.
I don't know about him winning no MVP. I expect him to have a pretty decent year. I don't expect him to have no MVP year though. I don't expect him to have no MVP year. I expect him to have a pretty decent year though.
What if he can throw 40 touchdowns, man? They'll give him MVP just off his story, man. He deserves it, man. If he can get 40 touchdowns,
if he throw 40 touchdowns and he has somewhere like 10 interceptions, and he get like 1,000 yards with his legs or some shit like that, or 700 yards with his legs, I think he'd probably be one of the top runners for MVP.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think he'd be one of the top runners for MVP. I don't see it happening, but I mean, if he did something like that,
what receivers y'all got there?
If he did something like that, it would be good. But
the only chance y'all got, man, is that damn rookie comes out of that rookie fucking starts paying off for y'all. Yeah, Cleveland, man.
You talking about that receiver?
That rookie y'all got, man. He's a badass receiver, man. Yeah.
My man Thomas, what's going on with you?
What's good? You see.
Man, just talking about this good football. Talking about it. Hey, how your team look this past weekend?
What's good, y'all? You see, I'm still at work. You see my little my Seahawk helmets here. Here I got.
I see them daggone seedless Hawks.
I got one signed by Wilson. There's Steve Largent there. I got Walter Jones, DK Metcalf, Sean Alexander. Yeah, I can't have it in the house because my wife would throw it out.
You know what? I wish Tommy, excuse my background, but I wish I could wipe my boots off, man. That's the team that cut me. I wish I could wipe my boots off with that stuff, bro. That's the team that cut your boy.
You ain't shit. What's good? It's been a long ass day.
Yeah.
As you see here in the beautiful city of New York. Fuck this city.
You got a nice view. You got a nice view up there in your office.
Over here it's nice. Yeah, over here it's okay. It's nice here. So yeah. But anyway, what's good?
You be able to, if another plane about to run into a building.
No, we don't want that. I remember when I worked at the Archdiocese, it was only a few blocks when Corey Lytle. Remember Corey Lytle that used to play at the Yankees? He had like one of those little small planes, and he went into a building and he died. It was crazy. I think the Yankees had just signed him. Yeah, he used to pitch.
I didn't know that was in New York. I didn't know that was in New York.
You know,
it was like a private plane, like one of those small like where they train to be pilots and stuff. One of those planes. Yeah. So I think he was still learning how to fly a plane or whatever, and he crashed into a building. It was like 2 people died. It's crazy. Wow. Like 80 something street.
Man, you can definitely count on Tommy, man. You think he brought you to the curb? He'll lay you right in the street with some crazy stuff to say. Like, he's talking about somebody crashing a plane. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He
But,
took it right to
yeah,
the
so
street.
how did your Seahawks look this past weekend?
They look good. You know, they didn't really play any of their starters. I mean, on defense, they played a few people that I was impressed with. I gave a recap after the game, but I was impressed with the running back, Charbonnet. I was impressed with him. He had a few carries, 14 yards receiving and rushing, but it was just his bounce, like the way he was hitting off of the defenders and stuff. He looked good, and he was coming off an injury. So, and I've seen him play before. I've seen him play in person, and I've seen him in college, and he's solid. I was surprised Seattle even drafted him. You know, they drafted him like the second round. I was like, wow. But,
I actually told T to pick Seattle in their parlay, and they won over New England. I mean, over the Vikings.
Like, yeah,
That's
they
all
came
that was.
back, but if you watch the game, Drew Lock is terrible. Like, he came back on their like third string, fourth strings, but he's got a nice arm and he throws a good ball, but his reaction is terrible. Like, you know,
Yeah,
so like
that's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why. Was it Denver that he was at?
Denver, yeah, Denver drafted him
Yeah,
like ninth.
that was the reason why Denver wanted to. Was willing to let him go for older Russell Wilson, even though Russell Wilson was having one of his worst seasons of his career.
Yeah.
Denver was like, man, we'll take him over Drew Lock.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'll go and I'll talk a little bit about the Broncos from what I've seen. He looked okay, but he looked scared. Like if you watch Wilson and the Broncos, he looked scared. That offensive line is not as good as he thought it was going to be when he okayed to go there because he had the decision of where he wanted to go, and he thought that they were going to have a good offensive line.
A lot of people thought he was going to pick Washington because that was one of the teams that he had an option to go to.
Yeah,
he decided to go to Denver. I know that nigga like, man, damn. I should have went to Washington.
He and he's scared. Like if you see when he steps into the throws, he's not really stepping into them. Like he looks a little scared. I mean, he did okay. You know, he threw a touchdown. I think he played first quarter, maybe some of the second quarter. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's up with the Broncos. They have talent, but that offensive line does not look good. So
that's why because he got Judy over there.
Judy, Sutton. He got Sutton and the other receiver come back off an injury. I can't get his name, but he got Judy, Sutton. I think somebody dropped the touchdown pass too in the game for him. It might have been Sutton. And then he's got, you know, decent backs. The back got hurt last year, Javonte Williams. I don't know if he's, you know, if he's going to be anything this year. But they thought he was going to be good last year, but he got hurt. He hurt himself for the year. So the Broncos are in a tough division. You know, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the defending champs, and the Raiders. You know, they're pretty competitive. I don't know what the Raiders are going to do, but the quarterback situation.
Who is the Raiders quarterback?
Oh man, who is the quarterback? I just seen it because my boy Sock is a big Raider fan, and he was just saying it.
I got daggone Devontae Adams as my wide receiver on my fantasy squad.
Yeah, he's decent, but I don't know. I think they should just tank and try to get the kid from USC.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy
G. Jimmy G is there.
Yeah.
Jimmy G. And they have another guy there too.
Jimmy G. Yeah. You get in some trouble, just throw the ball to Devontae Adams. You get in trouble, just throw the ball to Devontae Adams. That's all I care about.
Yeah, because
just throw the Devontae. You get in trouble, just throw the Devontae.
He runs good routes. He's quick off the line. And
they're about to be running the shit out there by D Free. But you right though. When they do throw it, it's gonna be to Devontae.
Yeah.
They still got Jacobs.
Exactly.
Jacobs, I don't know what the situation. He's threatening to not sign.
That's gonna be running. He signed.
New England.
Okay, he signed.
Got Jacobs. Yeah. He franchise tag. He franchise tag. He franchise.
The only person that didn't. Yeah, the only person. So he got a franchise tag. He signed. So,
but he's threatening not to play. The last I heard, he's threatening not to play.
He got.
I don't think he signed.
I don't think he signed. They gave him the tag.
Yeah, but I don't think he signed the tag.
even if he signed, he don't have to play. He could just sign it and say, because they still got time to sign to a long-term contract. I think they got until
the feel
I
the
think
feel
like
is
October
the feel is
or
that he
November.
on board right now though. That's the feel.
Yeah.
He's like right now he's threatening. So
I mean, he better not. We saw what happened. We saw what happened to dude from Baltimore. I mean, from Pittsburgh. What's his name?
The running backs. The running
Najee
back
Harris?
signing. The running back signing now, and the field getting smaller. The Raiders. The reason that they was the Raiders had a leverage as long as running back was out here, but Zeke ain't signed to him. Cook ain't signed to him. You know what I mean? They gonna have to. No, the feel is he gonna come back.
Who was a running back for Pittsburgh? He was a monster.
Najee Harris?
And they put him on
Najee. I ain't gonna call him trade.
No, before Najee got there. Before Najee got there.
Damian Williams.
It was a running back. Nah, it's a running back.
You're not talking about Le'Veon Bell, right? You're not talking about
Bell.
You're talking about Le'Veon Bell? Yeah.
Yeah, they franchised him,
Jets.
and that man sat out. They sat out, and he came back. He ain't never been the same.
He never been the
same.
same.
Sat out that 1 year, never been the same since he came back.
Yeah.
So right though. He ain't signed that joint yet though.
Yeah. They threaten. They're playing chicken. That's the game they're playing.
Yeah, they're playing chicken. Yeah, they're playing chicken.
A running back is
probably gonna sign the deal though.
He can't. A running back can't sit out because your life in the NFL is already short.
Yeah. But you gotta think D3, he 25, but I don't want to have a Le'Veon Bell situation because who said something about Bell? You did. Bell was always good. He was good every year he was there, but he wasn't elite after he took that year off. You know what I'm saying? The elite Le'Veon was gone. So I don't want to see.
And Le'Veon Bell was around the same age. He was around the same age. He was like 26.
As far as playing, that's a good comparison too. Like as far as that comparison, I like that one. Damn, Jacobs may be like Le'Veon. That's a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, and
Le'Veon was a stud.
Like 26. And he was a monster before that happened. He was a monster. That man was catching the ball out the backfield.
If the Raiders don't bring back Josh Jacobs, they actually got a shot to make. Even with Jimmy G showed you he can make the playoffs. I'm not questioning Jimmy G on that part, but without Josh Jacobs, they not making the fucking playoffs.
No.
They need Adams. They need Adams and Jacobs to make the playoffs. You need both of them. For sure.
Unless they just have a lucky pick with one of their rookie running backs, and they just have a explosive year, which is highly unlikely. What's going on, AB? What's going on, quick?
Well, they were looking. They thought that Zamir White was going to be something good because he was the rookie last year, and a lot of people thought Zamir White was going to be really good. But according to my friends who are Raider fans, they don't like Zamir White. They don't think he's anything good. So they're going to need Jacobs. That's according to them, and they're Raider fans. So obviously they follow their team.
The thing with White is he don't have patience and he don't have good vision coming out the backfield.
Hey,
and that's what you need as a running back.
I got a question about another White real quick. Another team talking about running backs and Whites. Is his name Richard or Rashad White from Atlanta? Rashad White. What y'all think about him this year?
Rashad White for Atlanta?
Yeah. Is it Richard? Yeah, I think it is Rashad.
I think it is Rashad White. I just can't picture. I know what you're talking about though.
They drafted another back though, didn't it? To go with him.
I gotta see him play.
They got John Robinson in the second round. The Falcons did.
Right. Yeah. I knew. Yes. Okay, so that might be. Yeah, they got White last year in the draft. I mean, not for Falcons. I meant Buccaneers. I'm tripping. For the Buccaneers, my bad.
Oh. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't even tell you about the Bucs because I ain't watched nothing. Once Tom Brady,
he did good with Tom. He did pretty good with Tom. What y'all think about it?
Oh yeah, no. What he did with Tom Brady last year, yeah, he was decent. He was decent because he carried the load a lot of times when the other running back stepped up.
Calvin.
Based on weapons over there. Shit.
I mean, hey, and Calvin Ridley from the Falcons coming back this year. Which I think
Now,
about Calvin Ridley.
But he's not. I don't think he's on the Falcons though.
No, he's not on the Falcons.
Yeah,
no more.
No, he's on the
He's
Falcons.
not on the Falcons, huh? He went to the Raiders,
No.
didn't he?
he went.
Where you got?
He went to.
I'm finna
I
Google.
want to say it's. I want to say it's a West Coast team, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the
I
Raiders,
think it's a
ain't it?
West Coast team.
Is
I
it
don't
the
know
Raiders?
if it's the Raiders.
I don't think it's the Raiders. It could be
No, he went to the Jags.
Jaguars. Yeah,
Oh, the Jaguars.
that's right. I was
It
thinking a
I
South
thought it was a
team.
I
West
don't
Coast
like that
team.
shit.
I thought it was a West
I don't
Coast
like that shit. Damn.
Wow. And who's the other
receiver?
receiver they have in the
Yeah.
Jaguars that did good last year?
Christian Kirk. They got Zay Jones. They got some talent, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some talent. They got the one thing that I would say though. The one thing I would say is they got pretty much the same problem that we got. All their best wide receivers are small. They small.
Except
They
Zay.
ain't got,
Now,
yeah, but he's not proven though.
Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley.
He's small.
I think he like 6 foot.
Yeah.
He might be 5'11", maybe 6 foot. He like 5'11", maybe 6 foot.
The thing about Ridley that always, people always said it was good, especially when he came out of Alabama, was that he was a good route runner and he had good hands. So, he's got a year off. He's going to get back into it, but he'll be fresh. So, it's not a bad guy to look at for fantasy.
Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is like 5'11", 6 foot. But Terry McLaurin, he got hands.
Terry McLaurin got hands. Yeah, not like Lockett, but he got hands.
Man, he got hands better than.
You'll never get to see
it's Lockett's hands. It's
you don't
crazy.
get to see Lockett hands because he always wide open. Shit. Man, I ain't never seen Lockett catch a contestant. It might be 20 yards ahead of everybody.
That nigga, every time I see Lockett, he's going on a fly route. I very seldom.
No joke. I have never seen Lockett have to contest nobody.
When he was with Wilson, he did make some crazy catches. Remember the Monday night game against the Rams? He made some sick catches.
I very seldom see Lockett go across the.
I see him catch the ball across the middle and she take some hits.
Yeah.
Most times Lockett is catching that motherfucker in stride, wide open.
Y'all remember him? I don't know if y'all remember him. Y'all remember him in Kansas State?
No, yeah. I don't.
Yeah, Kansas State, he was a rocket. Like he was returning kicks. He was quick.
If you think about Lockett, look at all his highlights. 9 times out of 10 is a fly route, and he wide open.
He wide open.
Yeah.
Now look, it do be pretty because he be keeping his hands down to the ball, get there, then he got hands, but he be wide open though. He good. He got soft hands for sure. I tell you this, I knew he was good. I did not think that he was gonna put up numbers the way he put up because he's so small. Because
he's small, he's quick, but he runs good routes too. Like when he was with Wilson, he ran a lot over the middle.
I didn't think he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be. He's a 2 receiver, right? But he's really a 1 receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't think he'll be like a 1 level talent. He's a 1 level talent for sure. He's just small. The fact that
he's just short. DK. Yeah, that's why they make DK. DK's the bigger, more athletic guy. The typical big receiver that could,
And they both run about 4 threes. It's crazy.
Yeah, but see,
I always thought Lockett was quicker, but in fact, DK is quicker. And I always thought
Lockett is quicker. Lockett is quicker. DK got the long strides.
DK got Olympics. Yes. I think DK missed the Olympics by like 0.2. Now that's a lot in track time, but it's just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like 0.2. Like that's how he's not a top 20 fastest person in America, but he top 21. You know what I'm saying? Like he that fucking fast. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that fast over human being type shit. He like
that's the same thing. Like in the world. That's like Randy Moss. Randy Moss, he don't look like he's fast. He just got long strides. So somebody like Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, you would think, Tyreek Hill much faster than Randy Moss, but he's really not. Randy Moss ran a 4.1.
Yeah, now Randy Moss had that stride. He didn't look like he
Yeah,
was
he got-
running
he got
fast.
long
He covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Ground. Like
Randy
what's
Moss
dude
got
that play
long ass
baseball?
stride.
Ellie Cruz. Like
Yeah, he's long. He got long
they
strides. So
cover a
yeah.
lot of ground when they
Yeah.
run.
Randy Moss was like, man, just throw the ball up. I
was like
get
that
it.
too. But he didn't run no 4.2 or no 3. He ran a 4.5 actually, Plexico, but
I still
He covered a lot.
think Randy
covered a
Moss
lot of ground.
might have had the most outstanding catches highlights I've seen in a long time. This man was catching over 2 people, catching over 3
Megatron,
people,
him
one-handed
and
catch.
Megatron highlights are ridiculous.
Yeah,
Megatron
Megatron has
too.
some good
Actually,
highlights. I see more of Randy Moss. Like when Randy Moss was
Of
doing
course,
it as a
of course.
rookie, he was doing it as a rookie.
Randy
He was just
Randy
jumping
Moss is slow.
over 3 people. I was like,
Megatron,
It
Megatron played with
it don't matter how many
with
people
bad
you got around him.
quarterbacks.
Megatron was doing the same thing though, DC.
Yeah.
Honestly, like he really was.
He just was playing with worse quarterbacks.
Right, like he really
Yeah,
was.
Megatron
though,
has
as far
bad
as,
quarterbacks.
the best
Yeah.
highlights though is Randy Moss and Megatron though. Like you just want to see some crazy ass highlights.
Yeah.
You know what's
Everybody
crazy?
else they had a go ahead, BBL.
No, what I was saying when he had, and think about it, his best highlights to me is when he had the dude from used to play in Philly, man.
Oh, Randall
Who you talking about?
Cunningham.
Randall. When
I'm
he had
talking
Randall
about,
Cunningham, somebody that could reach
Yeah.
him.
Okay, my bad.
Dante Culpepper couldn't always reach him. And you had Chris Carter in between.
Yeah.
That was nasty, man.
That's
Yeah,
what I said. That's why I said he was
Chris
doing
Carter-
it. He was doing it as a
was
rookie.
distinct. Yeah, him and Chris
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Carter.
saying. Randy Moss was doing it as a rookie. That's when Randall Cunningham was there when Randy Moss was a rookie. I think it was like Randy Moss' second or third year was the last year for Randall Cunningham. So most of those highlights you've seen, Randy Moss was a rookie doing that. It wasn't like he was in the league for 3-4 years. Most of them highlights you see from Randy Moss, it was his rookie year.
He had a run with Culpepper too.
Yeah, he did.
Culpepper couldn't throw the ball that much. He couldn't throw the ball down.
But
the
he was
Culpepper
breaking
had
all those records.
2 monster years.
He was
with-
breaking
with-
all
I
those
used to like
records.
Culpepper.
Yeah, Culpepper was a monster
See,
for
and
like
that-
2 years
that's-
in a row.
He the first dude that made me start paying attention to people's hands though, quarterbacks' hands, because they always talk about his hands, and he really did have baby fucking hands though. That was crazy how he was like 6'3", but his hands were so fucking. I was like, damn, his hands small as hell.
Yeah.
That's
Not
why
really
he
paying attention to
didn't
it.
go to like a big college.
Yeah, pause for as big
like
as Culpepper was. He did have some small ass hands.
Yeah.
That nigga was like Culpepper was like what 6'5", 6'4",
Yeah.
with like hands like a 5'10" person.
And he could
Right.
move too.
That nigga
But the thing is, that's why he didn't get like he didn't go to a big college, a big university. He went to was it Central Florida or something like that?
Nah. He went to Conference USA. Damn, what's the name of that school?
Yeah, he didn't go to like a major school, but he went to some
Florida.
he went to Florida.
Memphis played in the Conference USA.
Yeah, it's something Florida. It's
what?
either South Central but it's not Miami or Florida State. It's something
Yeah,
Florida.
it's South.
It might be Florida.
I think it was Central Florida.
USF. Yeah, Central Florida. Yep,
Central
UCF.
Florida.
Yep,
Yeah,
Central
that's
Florida. University of
okay.
Central Florida.
Yeah.
Yep, Central Florida. The white and gold team. We hate them. I hate them motherfuckers. Yep. I think that's why I used to like Culpepper. I think it came from them playing us and shit like that, singing them for so long. Type shit. But I used to follow Culpepper.
Yeah. So
He won the most.
what y'all think y'all team needs to improve in the next?
My bad. What'd you say?
No. What y'all think y'all team needs to improve on in the next preseason game?
I think I'm looking at my team cornerbacks, man. My team cornerbacks, pretty much we look good, man. For the most part, we look good. Like even like the backup running backs look good. The backup running backs look good. None of the receivers was dropping. Now one dude, we had one dude more. He a veteran too. He was out there dropping passes. But the younger receivers look good. The running backs look good. Our linebackers go linebacker. They always pretty good. No matter, it's like we can put anybody right there, and Mike Vrabel go have them right. It don't matter who you stick in there. Like, but our DBs, our safeties, look good. Our DBs, we gave up 2 minute plays early. They settled down, but we gave up a lot of plays early.
God damn. Hey Thomas, I've been sitting here watching you, dog. I didn't watch it went from light outside to dark outside.
Yeah, because it's turning. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock over there. Is that the Empire? Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see. Can I see? Can it? Will it let me see? Let me take this off. Hold on. Can you see the
Goddamn,
the Chrysler building? I can't do it. I'm trying to get the Chrysler building, but yeah, it's got like different colors and shit, like the tower.
Yeah, I already. I mean, I know what it looked like. A
Yeah.
lot of people ain't never been to New York. They probably don't know what it
Yeah.
looked like. A lot of people get that. I mean, is it? They still call it. They still call it the Empire State Building.
Yeah, the
They call
Empire
it the
State
Empire
Building's
State
over
Building.
there.
With your boy D Freeze out in New York. Y'all niggas don't know about no New York.
Nigga, I lived in Yonkers for 5 years, nigga. Lived in Yonkers from actually 6 years, from 98 to 04.
And
My
low
two
key,
oldest sons
let me
was
tell you
born
something.
in-
Yonkers,
born in-
there's places in
born New
Yonkers.
York.
There's places in Yonkers that are way worse than the Bronx. Way worse than the
Hell
Bronx.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Hell
People think Yonkers. Oh, it's
Get
upstate.
caught
It's
over
in
there
the nah. It's
Get
that's why they
caught
say
over there by
Yonkers is
slow
like kind
bonds
of
if
like
you
the
want to.
Bronx.
When my dad grew up,
You get caught over there by
go ahead.
no, you get caught over there by slow bonds or School Street if you want to. You gonna
Yeah.
wish you wasn't out there, especially at night.
Yeah.
You wish you wasn't.
BVO, you said you
right
from
around the
East
corner from
East
me.
New York?
No, I
That's
said my
in
dad from East New York.
Oh, in Brooklyn. Okay.
He from
That's okay.
what is it called, Red Hook, Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, yeah.
Yeah, man. I
Every
thought, man,
every time I hear somebody say Red Hook, I always think of Taz from ECW. He was like, "I'm from Red Hook."
you know, my dad let us say Red Hook because Carmelo was his favorite player. He swore to God by Carmelo.
Yeah.
But no, what I was saying is, man, it looked like Baghdad back in the day, man. Then they cleaned that whole area up. It's crazy. Browns.
Oh, in Brooklyn, yeah, they did clean it up.
Yeah.
I already know what BBO think his team need to work on in their next game. Them niggas need to work on their kicker. That man couldn't kick the field goal for nothing. I mean, they was like 20 yards away. That man was wide right. 30
Jesus.
yards away, wide left. I was like, God dang. They would have had the lead if the field goal could kick.
Yeah, that Falcons damn kicker missed 2 extra points. 2 extra points, man.
And he's a good kicker too.
Well, he's a good kicker.
Yeah, he's a real good kicker.
I never understood how a kicker could miss an extra point. I understand they moved it 15 yards back, but still, all you do is go out there and kick a field goal. That's
He went wide left both times. Wide left both times.
I mean, you kicking an extra point. I'm sorry. You kicking an extra point. It's not like you kicking a field goal and you kicking it from 50 yards away.
Yeah.
You kicking from 35 yards out. You kicking
It's like-
an extra point from 35 yards out.
It's like free throws to them.
That's
It's like, you know,
That's
the kick.
ridiculous.
It's like equivalent to like a free throw. Like it's mental sometimes with them.
extra point.
Yeah.
It's 3 points. It's 3 points. You kicking
Yeah.
a field goal. You already scored the hard points when you scored the touchdown. Now we just need this one extra point.
Well, what worries me about the Saints, man, is that aging defense they got, man. They got them aging players on that team, man. They didn't go after nobody, no young new guys, man.
I mean,
They still have the same core. Yeah. Carr looked good. Carr had a good game. Carr looked good.
Yeah, Carr looked all right. Yeah. James Winston damn sure didn't.
Yeah, he looked really
See, the
comfortable.
thing is,
You know.
Yeah, the thing about Carr is not a bad quarterback. He has those moments where if he start off bad, he's going to be bad the rest of the game. Carr got to be in a rhythm. If he's not in a rhythm, he's going to have a bad game.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad quarterback. He's just not an elite quarterback. He's the tier below elite. Now, actually, he might be mixed up in like that 15 to 25 range.
Yeah, and it all depends which Carr shows up. Yeah. Right. The good thing about Carr is that he's not a punk. Like he wants the ball. Like there's quarterbacks that don't want the ball. He wants it. Like he really plays hard. Like he wants to win. Like there's guys that don't want the ball.
You might have to call down there in case of boy and tell Carr stop wearing that eyeliner. That might be fucking his vision up. He's a player. He be wearing that eyeliner, and that shit be fucking him up. Nigga supposed to put it under your eye, not on your eyelid. Not on your eyelids. You're supposed to put it under your eye. That nigga be putting the eyeliner on, be fucking his vision up. That shit start sweating. Be all up in his eye. You can't see. Everybody look the same. That's why he be throwing interceptions. Can't be doing that. But my command is the one thing I want them to work on is the running game. We didn't run the ball. I mean, we ran the ball with the rookie or whatever, but I want the starters to run the ball. I want to see how the offensive line block for the starters when they run the ball. I want us to run the ball more. I think we only ran the ball with the starters. I think we only ran the ball like 4 times. I think they only ran it like 4 times. I want them to run the ball just a little bit more because we know that Sam could throw the ball. We know he can make all the throws. I just want to see the running game because that offensive line is a new offensive line that we got. We only got one starter from last year. That's on that offensive line, and that's
sure.
that's the we only got one starter, which is the left tackle. I think that's Crosby. I think that's Sidney Crosby.
Y'all sound just like us. We didn't brought in a whole new line.
Sadiq Charles. I don't know why I keep calling him Crosby. Sadiq Charles. Sadiq Charles is the left tackle. Everybody else is brand new. I mean, they're not brand new to the team. They brand new starters. Everybody else is brand new starters. But I want them to get more in sync with each other. I think our next game is against Baltimore. That's why we're practicing with Baltimore. I think we're playing Baltimore this weekend. So we're going to see how that looks. Baltimore always seem to have our number in preseason.
There's high expectations for them. I was looking, me and Sock were going over the over-unders, and their over-under is like 11. So that's high expectations. Baltimore? Yeah, I thought he said 11 or 10.5. That's high.
If Baltimore ain't getting no receivers, I don't know who Lamar gonna be throwing to because that was the problem that they had last year. They ain't had no receivers.
Is Odell's with them, right? Odell's with them? Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, Odell did sign with him?
Yep.
Okay, he did. Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay.
I mean,
if
Odell could look like
well, at practice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't know.
If he could look like the Odell Odell right before he left the Giants, he'd be right.
From the practices, the clips and shit, and that I've been watching, he looked damn good. Like I didn't see, I watched him run some routes, shit like that, catch some passes. Hell yeah.
I mean, he finished strong. He finished strong before he got hurt.
Y'all got to think, man.
Good, yeah.
Imagine if how many catches Odell had? 5 for 60 yards in the first half.
In the Super Bowl, right? It was a Super Bowl.
So imagine if he wouldn't have got. Imagine if he wouldn't have got hurt.
That's true. Yep.
Right.
He looked good that whole playoffs. He looked good with that team, and then he got hurt. Unlucky.
I think the talent is there with him and Lamar. I think they they both got something to prove this year. Him and Lamar.
And they have those young receivers that were healthy. That's the thing with him.
They got to prove is that they can stay healthy. Both the niggas get hurt. They can't seem to stay healthy for the whole season.
And the running backs always get hurt. They always have problems with the running backs.
Hobbs, DK Dobbs.
Yeah, they always
have running backs too. So while Lamar have to turn into the running back, and he ended up getting hurt.
And speaking of running backs of Baltimore, you see that kid? He used to play with Seattle too, Collins. That he passed away. They didn't say when he passed away of. He's only 28 years old. That's crazy.
28 years old.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, what happened? What was that?
They didn't mention it. It was weird.
Right.
They didn't.
I thought it was just me. I'm like, what? I never found out what happened to him.
Unless it came out today, but yesterday when it came out, they said they didn't know what the cause was.
Did it happen at practice or it happened when practice was over?
I don't know. They didn't mention anything. It was weird. I'm gonna look it up now.
Wow. Oh, Jizzle.
What's the word, D Free? What's the word, gang?
What up? Where?
What you think? What you think Washington need to work on in the next preseason game? I think they need to work on the running game because they didn't run it.
Oh, fucking line. Because I need.
Yeah, I mean, but like I was telling them, that's a brand new line. The only starter is the left tackle, Sadiq Charles.
Sam Cosby.
That's who it was, Cosby. No, Charles is the backup. Charles is the backup.
Yeah.
It was.
I think he's starting.
I was like, the whole front line is brand new.
Yeah, basically.
Except for the left tackle.
Because was it the center? I think it was the center. He was getting his ass whooped last game.
Yeah, he was.
He came over from the Giants.
He was coming straight up the middle.
But I think
that's why they started moving the pocket.
Yeah, that's what I like about Eric Bieniemy. He's showing us early he can adjust. That's what Scott Turner didn't give us. He didn't know how to adjust.
Yeah. I think Eric is mad because he had to show a little bit of what his game plan going to be during the regular season, because I think they're going to do a lot of moving the pocket for Sam Howell during the regular season. And I think he was mad that he had to show his game plan for the regular season, so people got a chance to see exactly what they're going to do in the regular season.
But I think it's gonna be more than that though. Like I think he showed a glimpse. Like I think we're gonna roll the pocket with him because his mobility. But I think he got a lot of tricks up the sleeve for Sam. I just don't think he gonna show it.
That's cat. Man. That's cat.
Here he goes. Hey, tell your boy, worry about that. Buy one get one free massage. And worry about that over there.
Wow. Hold on. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? You would say that about a black man. We've been dealing with this for 400 years.
Here he go.
Here we go. Another house nigga talking crazy.
House nigga.
Oh, hold on. I did hear BBO.
No, I know. We just talking shit.
I did hear BBO earlier. I heard BBO earlier. He tried to skate it across some other people. He is not winning that argument. He keeps talking about Oscar beat Purnell, and they was like, no, Oscar did not beat Purnell.
Hey, we talking football.
He's still trying to.
Hey, you heard what Bruce Gas said. You heard what Bruce Gas said.
I mean,
hold on.
He didn't win.
You're right. He dominated in that fight.
Hey, BBL,
I thought Purnell should have won.
Say it again.
Hey, BBL, you play fantasy?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm gonna add you. Hold on. Drop your email in the private chat.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, our draft September 2nd.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably trying to join the league then. That's sweet.
Bet. TWC.
I mean, you gonna get your ass whooped, but you could join.
Whoa! You talking crazy? That was crazy. Yo, this guy. Oh, what?
Yo, BBO.
You gonna get beat up. You gonna get beat up on, but you can get in. We need somebody to beat up on.
You gotta watch what you say about this guy, man.
You can take Thomas. You can take Thomas' place since he dropped out.
Yeah, Thomas got beat up on enough last year. So
yeah, but you didn't make the playoffs, though. Did you make the playoffs? You didn't make the playoffs. No,
I didn't make the playoffs.
No, I didn't.
But my record was better than yours.
You know what's so funny?
My record was better than yours.
I love how D3 I have a 17-81 season and feel like
Hold up. Pause for a second, because I knew it was gonna come up. I had something waiting for BBL. I knew it was gonna come up. I knew it. What? I was just waiting. I was waiting. I had something for BBL. He's always talking shit. He's always talking shit. I knew it. I knew something was going to show his ugly face out this joint.
Oh shit.
Y'all go ahead. I got something for BBL. Y'all go ahead and continue talking.
Hey, whoa. This guy here, man. You don't got nothing for me, man. This guy, man.
Go ahead and keep talking.
Yo, BBO's like one big, hey, yo, every 5 minutes he's doing, hey, yo.
Hey, man, I told my cousin I was going to turn the door knob. He said, turn the door knob.
How old are you, man? Come on. It's like...
Hey, Cam and Mace brought that thing back. That joke hilarious. Oh, yeah. Goodness.
Hey, you know what's so funny, man? I think the crazy thing about football this year, man, it's got so much parity, man. I can't wait for the season to start, bro. I'm like super excited. Even my bum Browns might got a chance to do something.
I wouldn't call y'all bums. I wouldn't call y'all bums.
I got some talent over there. Brown got some talent.
The reason I said we bums is because for the last 3 years we didn't won the Rock championship and did nothing with it.
You got to think. Deshaun was off a 2-year layoff.
Yeah, bum.
He had to get back on game speed, and I rock with Deshaun.
Well, oh wow.
You see what I'm saying? This guy.
Y'all wow.
Yo, every
No
every
freaky
5
game.
minutes.
No
That's
freaky.
game.
This guy, man.
No
Whoa,
freak.
whoa. This brother's sick. Hey,
I
Tommy,
like.
man. That was
I like.
wild. Tommy, am I wrong?
Let me rephrase. I like his game, man. I like his football game, man.
Okay. That's better, man.
But
One of the best running backs in the game, man.
But y'all defense is, I believe, is a sneaky underrated. Like y'all got a solid defense for the past few years.
Trash.
No, their defense not as bad.
Trash. They trash.
They kept them in a lot of games last year for what their record was.
Well, that's the recipe for them. They got to run the ball. I mean, I know they need Watson to do, what Watson does, and now he should be better. But they gotta run the ball.
Right.
You see that right there, BBL? You see that right there, BBL?
Goddamn.
That's
You see that right there, BBL?
Is that the preseason game?
No, that's last year's.
That's last year. Oh,
for Cleveland and Washington. Cleveland
wow.
and Washington.
Damn, BVO.
He keeps talking about my team trash.
Yeah,
Nigga,
you
my
can't.
team was
I don't
way
know how you
better
could come
than
back
your
from
team.
that.
Hey, you know what it is, bro? That's a hoax, man. He made those stats up, man. You can't trust him, man.
Hey, did you D Free? Did you catch the joint practice? That shit got wild out there.
Yeah, I saw that. I was talking about that earlier when Emmanuel Forbes and I forgot who the wide receiver was got into it.
Hey, I love to see it though. I love to see that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I like to see that. They got their little scuffle on. The whole team got out there. It was team versus team.
But it was Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews' whole ass. He gonna attack. I don't know who he slammed though. I couldn't see from the angle.
He was mad because that rookie
got laid out.
Down.
Well, they said we was cooking they DBs all practice.
So what he picked on a little cornerback.
I
That's what he did. He picked on a cornerback probably. Andrew.
Hey man, when I play football, man, and
it was another receiver when Emmanuel though.
Oh,
I'm looking for.
But Mark Andrews got stretched out. That shit was crazy. He got stretched out and he got mad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, what y'all think about Ezekiel Elliott going to the Pats, man?
I think that's a good move for him.
yeah.
He ain't gonna get a lot of carries.
I don't like
because they rotate their backs a lot. They in and out. So that's not bad.
It's gonna preserve his body.
Hey,
well, I mean his body.
Whoa, this guy.
This kill. Every 5 minutes, yo.
See, you know what? I take back all my good comments about the Browns.
Yeah, I think that's a good move for Zeke, because he get a chance to stay fresh because like Thomas said they rotate their backs.
Yeah.
So he'll get a chance to stay fresh and stay healthy the whole season, and he's not gonna get overworked because in Dallas, up until last year, that man was their workhorse. That's why he always ended up getting injured towards the end of the year. He was their workhorse.
Yeah.
Did Cook sign with the Jets? Is that official?
Cook. Yeah, it's official.
It's
8 million.
official?
1 year, 8 million.
It's not bad.
That's official.
It's not bad. It gets it. This guy don't have to rush back.
Nope.
You know,
And he don't have to take
yeah.
on the burden of the loads because they got
Hey,
Michael.
8
They got
million.
Michael Carter.
Yeah, Michael Carter's
8
there.
million. 8 million. 8 million mostly, or 8 million incentivized.
He got a bunch of incentives.
I think he can earn up to 8 mil. So it's probably
Is it
around
8
like
million? Is okay. So
No, it's 8 million.
Incentivized 8 million or mostly 8 million?
mostly 8 million. I think it's fully guaranteed, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it is?
When I
Okay,
read
because
it.
he's injury prone. So
Zeke got 1 million up front, and he could get up to 6 million.
Damn.
No, he got 8. He got it. Just said 1-8. It could be incentives though on it.
I mean, he probably gonna end up getting the whole contract anyway. Because Zeke is not a bad running
If
back.
it's a 1 year,
He just lost. I think Zeke just lost a step.
Yeah, depending on what
He's
he
not
does,
as quick.
He's not a bad running back, and then you got to think about it.
He gonna get in the end zone though. I think he gonna get in the end zone for the Patriots.
He probably gonna be their end zone back.
Yeah,
he's probably gonna be the end zone
yeah.
back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because he lost a step. He's not the same. He's not the same. But he's
Jones in the passing game.
He like those big backs. I remember LeGarrette.
LeGarrette Blunt. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, LeGarrette Blunt, bro. Every time I hear that name, I think of Boise State.
When he punched him in the face, he's knocked that guy out.
Bro, I remember watching that. That was the bowl game, right?
Yeah, it was the bowl game. Yep.
Bro, I will never forget
I remember that
moment.
shit too.
Oh my goodness.
That punch was crispy.
Oh, Thomas, let me ask you, how you feel about Seattle this year? What you expecting?
I feel good. I think the weakness is mostly going to be the D line, which they improved on it, and that's what they've been working on. But they didn't play a lot of their starters. You know, on paper they look good. I think we got good linebackers. We signed Devin Bush, right? Jordan Brooks comes back. You know, we got Wagner back. You know, we upgraded in corners. We got the kid from Illinois, Witherspoon, that with Tyreek Woolen, who had a great year as a rookie. So, you know, and then I think the key to the defense is if fucking Jamal Adams, I had to say that low because I don't know who's here. If Jamal Adams could fucking stay healthy, right? Because Jamal Adams is a beast, but he gets hurt every year. Same thing, out for the year. So I think we look good, and then Gino's going to take us as far as whatever Gino can do. We built the offense looks good. Like he's got talent around him, so there's no excuse for him. So can the offensive line hold up?
The thing that I don't like is them cutting the preseason game down to 3.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people said they didn't like the preseason game, but see, I'm from the old school. The starters played in the preseason game, and they got in sync. That's what the preseason is for. It's for you to look at the rookies in the second half, but to get your starters in sync. Once they in sync and they ready to start playing, it's season. It's time for the season. But all these starters are now sitting out, and so when the season start up, they ain't really in full season until like the third week.
Yeah,
don't play.
You're right. And back in the day, they used to play at least a quarter and a half, or a quarter and a little bit in the second quarter, and they were good.
But we got on this other side of that coin. You want your guys healthy when it matters most.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them the only reason I would wish for the fourth game is for those undrafted guys or the guys who are like on the bubble, so they can show their talent. Because 3 games is just a sample size.
But see, the thing is, a lot of these guys get hurt is because they don't go all out in practice no more. Like I said, back in the days, these men was wearing the pads every practice. Wearing pads every practice because if you're not fully ready to take a hit and you finally take a hit, you're gonna get hurt because you're not ready to take a hit.
And
so you practice how you play. So if you play soft in practice, that's how you're gonna play.
Yeah, and this is why I mentioned the way Charbonnet looked in running the ball. He looked good because he was running full speed, and you could see the guys bouncing off of him. Maybe the defensive players for Minnesota weren't playing as hard, but Charbonnet was. So I look for things like that. And like D3 was saying, some of them play hesitant. They don't play as hard. But when I see guys like Charbonnet play hard and, show what he got, that I'm impressed by that. And let me answer real quick this guy, the mask man. I don't think Jamal is done. I just think he's unlucky because of the style and the way he plays. He plays fast and he plays hard, and he's just bad luck. He gets hurt by playing hard. You never see Jamal take a day off or a play off. He plays hard like every play. It was kind of like Earl Thomas when Earl Thomas would play, and he got unlucky. He got injured with playing hard, and then at the end when he played with Baltimore, he started taking plays off because you saw he was hesitant. Remember there was the famous play with Cleveland, I think it was. Chubb was ready to engage with him, and Earl kind of did one of these. So with Jamal, I've never seen that with him. So it's not that he's done; it's that he's unlucky, because he plays hard. You know, I just don't like to see him in the secondary much because his coverage is a little bit shaky. But he's known to come off the line and blitz and hit running backs and get the quarterback. But we signed Julian Love from the Giants to help with the safety.
He's basically a hybrid. That's why
he that's what he is. He's basically a linebacker playing safety.
I think that's why it's taking too much off his career. Like his style of play, like you said. I mean, he gonna hit you.
Yeah.
And
but I think they're gonna use him. They're gonna use him more as like a hybrid because that's why they signed Julian Love to play safety with Diggs. Rather than Jamal and Diggs playing the safety. So that's what I think they're gonna do. Whether or not they do it, we'll see what happens. But I don't think he's done. It's frustrating because they signed him to a lot of money and they traded for him right with the Jets, and he hasn't really produced. He started off good in that first year, but But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say that's why I think we see so many injuries now is because these guys don't practice hard. They don't practice hard. So I mean, if you think back in the 80s and in the early and mid 90s, guys wasn't getting injured like that in preseason. They wasn't getting injured in practice like that. We see a lot of people going out in practice. They getting season-ending injuries in practice because they're not practicing hard. They taking it light, and so when you're ready to go take it hard, they get hurt.
But you got to think it's too much money invested into the NFL. Like we talking about TV deals, we talking about collective bargaining agreements. Like it's just like I understand. Like I'm with you. Like they need to practice harder, and I think they should have more padded practice, but to a certain extent, because you don't want your star players getting hurt means ratings drop, and NFL lose money, even though they'll always be in the green. But it's just the way how they see it. They're just going to try to take as less minimal damage in practices and preseason as possible. That's how I think they're trying to look at it.
I see that when you investing millions of dollars in these players. But I'm like I said, I'm old school. I never practiced light, and I never played light. I always practiced hard and played hard. So
man, padded practice every day.
And I was one of the few people that played football when I played in my school and in semi-pros that never got an injury. Never been injured. And I was a starter in high school. I was a starter in the semi-pros. The only time I wasn't a starter is when I was at Texas A&M. I wasn't a starter because I only went there for 2 years, so I wasn't a starter there. But everywhere else, I was a starter, so but I never got injured.
I didn't know you went to A&M.
Yeah, I went to Texas A&M when I was in the military.
How'd you like it?
It was nice. I like what I learned from Texas A&M. I know how they train the college play. The training of the college players is much different from high school. They go through way more drills. They go through way more scenarios and stuff like that. It's way different than high school. Way different.
Hey, speaking of Texas A&M, how do y'all feel about the Johnny Manziel documentary?
I heard it was pretty good. I haven't seen it, but I actually heard it was pretty good.
Please watch it. Please watch it.
So you're telling me it's good too. So that's good. Yeah, that's good.
I didn't know he was that wild. Like it got like we know like the reports and the stories, but it was wild to know like
he's a spoiled brat, pretty much, right? From what I heard, he was a spoiled brat.
I mean, he changed his life. I mean, he stopped partying. So I mean, everybody get a redemption.
Number 23 in the AP poll. Texas A&M. Texas A&M.
What ranking are they?
23.
23.
Is Jimbo's the coach there, right?
Yeah, he's still the coach.
Yeah.
I don't know why he left Florida State.
Number 2, Ohio State. Number 4.
Somebody got to echo.
All I know, that's Coach Joe. That's Coach Joe. All I know is Notre Dame is taking it all. That's all I know.
Shit, I wish.
This year, man. They just
From your mouth to God's ears. Look at.
Notre Dame is taking it all.
this year, man.
I wish. They should be pretty solid. They got the quarterback from Wake Forest this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
What happened to the quarterback that started in place of y'all started last year?
I think he
still
transferred.
started?
No, wait.
No,
What?
he's a backup.
Yeah, because
Why? He did well.
They got the kid from Wake Forest for some reason. They liked him. So they.
Oh, that's
I think because he was a redshirt freshman last year anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was a redshirt freshman, and he got the start position because the starter just was garbage.
I got
He
a question. I got a question for everybody on the panel. Who y'all MVP this year?
in high school, I mean in college or NFL?
In football. Not Heisman. MVP.
NFL.
MVP.
Shit.
Pat. I mean, until he shows a drop off, it's Pat to me.
Of course, you gonna say Pat, Joe.
Yeah,
No,
I just hate
Pat.
taking
Come on, it's Mahomes, bro.
the popular guy. And I'm not a Pat fan, so
It's a QB quarterback now, bro.
Yeah,
for real.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Y'all gonna be surprised about what my answer is, but if they get this man a long-term deal, it's gonna be Saquon Barkley.
I like that, bro.
So that means you think the Giants gonna have a good year.
Dark horse.
I like that.
That's a dark horse.
Did
I like that.
Did you not hear me? Have you not heard me? I said our division changed champions every year. We had Washington first, then we had Dallas. We just had the Eagles. It's time for the Giants. We change champions every year.
We don't want that.
At
least I don't.
I'm just telling you.
My dark horse.
I'm just telling you.
My dark horse is if the Chargers had a year that I think they gonna have, Austin Eckler or Justin Herbert.
Hell no. I'm picking Derrick Henry before I pick Austin Eckler for MVP.
You know what? You know what I might think it might be? It might be Justin Jefferson.
That's not bad. It's just so tough for any skilled player to win now.
I think
always give it to the quarterback.
He might go. You gotta remember who his quarterback is. So his quarterback ain't gonna get it. You gotta remember who his quarterback is. His quarterback ain't gonna be in the running. It's gonna be him. If anybody from the team is gonna be in the running from the Vikings, it's gonna be Justin Jefferson.
I got a dark horse. Hey, watch out for Trevor Lawrence this year. Hey,
hell no.
All right.
Okay. MVP. Hell no.
If he cuts the turnovers down, but
if he cuts the turnovers down and he walks through the South. If he walks through,
y'all had like 1,400 yards or some shit like that.
He didn't have 1,400. That's all right. Now you wilding. He had to have 3,000. He's still young. He only had 2 years.
2,200, bro. You not winning MVP with 2,000 yards, bro. You know,
I think he had.
He's gonna improve.
Today's NFL.
He has improved though.
He might have been in the low threes. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 27. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 27. But
if he win MVP at 23, he gonna be better than Pat Mahomes.
Since I'm at work, I might as well look it up. Right? I have all this shit.
Nah, he ain't better than.
MVP at 23 means that.
But we can't act like we never seen this turnover. But we never seen like a crazy turnover.
Passing yards, right? Let me see. 20.
Wow, that dude from Knoxville. I did not know that. That's crazy.
Who? Trevor Lawrence?
Yes.
Yeah, he's from Tennessee.
Damn it. I didn't know that.
And you talking crazy on that man. That's crazy. Keep that same energy. Don't change. No, don't change that energy now. Hey, don't change that energy now.
And then look, I was wrong. I was wrong because he had 4,000.
Oh, you wild.
He had
4,000. Yeah, he had 44.
Bro, he had a good.
I was wrong.
If he cuts the turnovers, bro,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
That's
If
about
he
to
bring
be. That's
up,
about to
hey,
be.
look, he had 25 touchdowns. If he gets 7 more TDs, maybe.
41,
Nah, hell no. But Patrick Mahomes be getting like 50 touchdowns.
Hey, Coach Joe, Coach Joe, I guarantee you, Coach Joe, if Trevor Lawrence is still left on the board, he gonna take him. That's his new play.
Yeah, that's gonna be his backup.
I can't like the Jags. He played for the Jags. I still hate him. I can't like the
Oh
Jags.
yeah, that's the South. That's division.
He got to lead. He got to lead.
It don't matter. He came from Tennessee.
He's not from Tennessee. He's not from Tennessee. He ain't from Knoxville. That's crazy. He ain't far away enough. But as long as he play for the Jags, as long as he play for the Jags,
watch what I tell you.
As long as he play for
Watch
the
what I
Jags,
tell you.
I'm not taking Trevor Lawrence.
Let that man be on the board.
I'm taking Justin
5 or
Fields.
6.
Let me ask y'all this.
We should have a quarterback before then.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. Who?
I ain't saying you're not. I'm saying you're gonna be a backup. He might be a backup to a backup, but you're gonna pick his ass up.
Hey, what?
The Tennessee might get him on the team. I ain't lying. On my team, it might get him on my team.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. What team do y'all think that didn't make the playoffs last year will make it this year? If y'all had to name one team.
Washington,
Detroit.
Of course, I know Detroit.
Yeah, because they just
I
missed.
say
it, right?
Washington. Jets. Did the Jets make Jets?
Jets is Jets is a good one. Yeah, the Jets is a perfect one. That's a good one. It's
Seattle,
a tough division. But yeah.
I think Seattle. I think y'all can make.
Well, we made the playoffs last year.
Oh, y'all did. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Y'all playing the wild card.
We tied with the Lions.
I think Division might have 3 teams this year go to the playoffs. It might have 3 teams again.
Who?
Remember
the East,
the NFC South.
Remember,
hell
one
no.
time it was
Hey, now we might know. Not 3. 2, possibly not 3 though.
It's happened before. We the last division to have 3.
Yeah, last year I had 3.
Yeah.
Up until I think it was up until like week 8 or week 9, all 4 of our teams was in the playoffs. All 4 of them.
Yeah, because Washington had jumped Seattle at one point last year.
Yep.
So it was close.
Yeah, we had went on like that. Yeah, we went on that like that 4 or 5 game win streak.
Yeah. I remember y'all jumped us. Y'all jumped us, and then we won the last couple games.
Beat me at the same time. That's why y'all be doing it.
But it can happen again. I think the North.
Even y'all, it's like, look, y'all best team be playing to the field.
I'll say, if healthy, Tennessee, I can see it too. If y'all healthy,
it's gonna be us or the Jags. It's gonna be us or the Jags.
Matter of fact.
Yeah, y'all gonna run through. Y'all gonna run through everybody.
It's gonna be us or the Jags.
What team made the playoffs last year? Not gonna make it this year.
Who gonna have a drop off? Minnesota.
Seattle.
I'm just going to limb. I'm going out on a limb. Hey, no, that's my bold. That's a bold. I didn't go obvious.
I knew you was gonna say Seattle.
Oh, he said Seattle. Oh,
that's not a bad pick though because they barely got in. 9-8. But yeah, if I was to pick one,
I say Minnesota.
I might. Well, Tampa Bay. I say Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Tampa Bay.
I say Minnesota.
I don't think Minnesota.
I say Jaguars.
You think they gonna have a drop off?
I say Jags. Yep, I say Jags.
There's a lot of hype with the Jags too, so that's.
I know. You see, expectation. That's how you know if your team good or not. Expectation. That's how you know if your team good.
But you gotta think.
You know who I think might not go? Cincinnati.
Burrow, Burrow don't play.
Burrow, Burrow
in trouble. I say Minnesota. I think
Minnesota's not a bad one too.
I think Chicago gonna shock a lot of people.
Green Bay fans are talking reckless. They think Love is the next is the second coming of
No, their defense legit. I don't think it's Fields. I mean, I fuck with Fields, of course. Y'all know I'm biased, but I think it's gonna be the Bears. I think the defense. I think it's the defense and the skill players.
Yeah, Green Bay definitely gonna drop off. Minnesota.
Bro, they're gonna win 5 games this year.
But they're talking crazy.
Actually, you know what? Minnesota might drop off just because they ain't got Rodgers and they ain't got no running game.
So who's the favorite in that division?
Detroit. You gotta go Detroit.
Right? Detroit.
And what division?
Actually, Minnesota's the favorite, but Detroit is right behind them.
Detroit gonna fall off too this year.
It's possible.
Minnesota is the favorite.
So do y'all think that was a 1 year thing? Do y'all think Detroit was like just a 1 year fluke?
What about the great Jared Goff?
They got rid of their best damn running back they had, man.
He's the perfect game man.
They got rid of both running backs. Both running backs are gone, right? Because Swift is on the Eagles.
Swift is gone.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, never mind.
They drafted the running back.
He needs that running game, bro. If he's gonna falter, bro, he's gonna collapse if he doesn't have a run game. He's the perfect
running back they drafted is good.
Damn good, man.
Oh, Gibbs from Bama.
Yeah, he's good. So they expect him to be, Swift was always getting hurt, but Williams had a monster.
But how much of an impact you talking with year one?
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of running backs do be good year one. They start to mess up like year shit.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. I was just saying the big impact. Like, is he gonna have like that impact that's gonna like, damn, keep them afloat? Like it's gonna carry them.
Yeah, Williams led the
league. Minnesota don't have their running back. That's why I said they're gonna fall off because all they got is a passing game now. They ain't got their running back.
Kristaps Porzingis.
They let Devin Cook go. I'm like, damn. Why the fuck would you let Devin Cook go? I understand he was getting injured a few times, but shit, that's the only running back y'all had.
They still got Hockenson over there. Is he still there on the Vikings now?
Hockenson, yeah. He's still there.
He ain't no Devin Cook.
Of course not.
Did Devin Cook get picked up by anybody yet?
Yeah, the Jets.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, the Jets. Yeah,
he got. I wouldn't. They confirmed it earlier. I wasn't sure he was.
AT, he got up to $8 million. I don't know how much he's getting guaranteed. I looked it up again, so it's up to 8. I just don't know how much.
Hey,
sometimes they be stacking in contracts with incentives.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Jets is not too far behind Baltimore. I mean, behind Buffalo as far as the
Hey, D-Free. I tell you this, D-Free. I damn sure agree with you. Because I was pounding them last year. And they team.
And we already know that they had a defense. They had a defense already.
And last year they beat Buffalo, and the second game I believe was close.
Dog. They had a great offseason.
They were competitive with Buffalo last year.
They had a good draft, and they had the biggest signing of the offseason. They had a good draft and the biggest signing of the offseason.
2 big signings, not just one. They had 2. Devin Cook and Rodgers.
Right.
And don't forget that defense is that defense
kind of scary right now. Just looking kind of scary right now.
And I'm not high on defensive coordinators being head coaches, but Robert Saleh doing a hell of a job.
Fuck the Niners.
Don't let Ray Book hear you say that.
Hey, I know you happy he not there in the West anymore, Thomas.
Who?
Robert Saleh.
Oh yeah. He was. Remember, he came from Seattle. He was with Seattle first.
That's right.
I heard you talking about the Denver Broncos, man. I would have thought you was on the promo team or something. Them folks look terrible to me.
No, but I was just talking about Russell Wilson. I was just giving another perspective of like how he looked.
Russell. I think he was gonna keep them in the game until they score. And when they score on the third drive,
Mike Tomlin is another good.
It was a sigh of relief. I feel like.
Mike Tomlin is another good defense coordinator, head coach. He is. Mike Tomlin. He's the only other person that got a job longer than him is daggone Bill Belichick. He's the only person that got a job longer than Mike.
Vrabel got to get rid of fucking. They got to get Vrabel the quarterback, bro. For real, we got to get somebody.
Yeah, he need a quarterback.
We got to get rid of.
He doing good though. He doing
good. I'm still upset y'all wasted that pick on fucking Levis, bro. Like, bro, y'all wasted a pick.
We stay taking the wrong quarterback. We good at drafting the wrong quarterback. And I'm not talking about Vince Young, but we good at drafting the wrong quarterback, though.
Hold on. Jake Locker got hurt. I'll give y'all that exception.
He was nice.
Mariota.
Him and Vince was nice. Everybody else sucked.
Jake got hurt. Mariota wasn't bad. He was just.
Jake was good.
Y'all drafted Mariota?
Yeah, he was number 2.
Yeah,
he was the number 2 pick.
Heisman, off the Heisman.
D-Free, he was the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
Jake was good. We got Jake here with a bad offensive line.
Did he score 4 touchdowns his first game, though?
Where did he go this year? Where did he go this year?
Mariota, I think, scored 4 touchdowns his first game.
Okay, boy, you know some football, coach.
Come on, man. I watch everything.
You know what you was looking at then. So
come on, man. Stop playing.
Jake Locker, he was from went to Washington?
Yeah, University of Washington.
Yeah.
Right.
Good, we killed Jay, bro. We got Jake killed. We got him killed, bro. He used to, I saw him take so many hits, bro. Like so many blindside hits, bro. Like so many, like man, boy, it was rough. It was rough being Jake Locker, dog. Like he was
them concussions. How many concussions he had?
Jake Locker go 9 for 12, and then we'll see him face down in the at the end of the second quarter.
Bro, Jake was supposed to be the one, bro. Bro, Jake was supposed to be the one, bro.
Yeah, they killed Jake again, man.
I was high on him coming out of
Jake
college.
Good ball. I remember him in Washington. That's why I was like Washington, right?
We love Jake. We love Jake.
Bro, if he never got, he's the one
that's gonna be the starting.
He might be our biggest. Who?
Carolina starting at quarterback.
Vince Young was so much talent wasted, bro. We wasted so much talent with Jake and Vince Young, bro. It was crazy.
Who's the biggest what if out of the two? Is it Vince or is it Jake?
The biggest what? Yeah, man, they about tit for tat, bro. Honestly, dog, for real. Like
Vince Young had talent. I think Vince Young
have both of them back. Like if we had them right now, if we had them right now, bro, we'll be Gucci. Either one.
I think Vince Young was all mental.
I think the biggest what if is Vince to me.
And his thing was mental. Like
it was but you gotta think about who was his coach and who broke him. He broke that man, like as a man.
It could be true. You're right. Yeah.
What if he didn't have that coach?
It's true. You're right. Because I thought a lot of it with him was mental.
Hey man, stop bringing up old shit.
Because Vince was nice.
Old shit. Yeah.
He said we got rid of AJ. Hey man, nobody talking about that, man.
I mean, they did get D Hop though. They did get D Hop.
But D Free, be real, D Free. Who you taking right now? D Free, D Hop or AJ? Right now.
Right now,
I'm taking. Bro, you're taking. I'm taking AJ. There's no question.
You have to take AJ.
Right now.
Like right now, not career wise.
Hey, look.
You're talking about on Washington.
Yeah, if you had to pick a quarterback, out of the two.
Wait.
What'd you say?
I mean, out of the two receivers.
Yeah, the receivers.
I would take D Hop, and this is the reason why I know a lot of people gonna say AJ. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I already got Terry McLaurin. I got Jahad Dotson. I got 2 speed guys. I need a big receiver. And I know D-Hop can go up and get the ball over anybody.
D-Hop might make us eat our
words. AJ's a mismatch too because of his height and strength.
I'll take AJ too, but D-Hop
it's
a good chance of making us eat our words. He is our number 1 receiver, and we don't got no receiver.
I'm gonna tell you, in the goal line, you throw the ball up. I trust D-Hop over AJ throwing the ball up.
I don't know, man.
Did you see those catches AJ made last season? Oh my God!
I said goal line. I ain't say from a distance. I said goal line. AJ. We on the goal line, and we just throwing the ball up.
When you really think about it, bro, production-wise, they very well could do have the same season. Honestly, like production-wise, like if everything worked out for both of them the same, because you got to think, AJ shut the ball. He gonna shut the ball way more than D-Hop got to shut her up. D-Hop go get more design plays. And AJ go get hella design plays, but you gotta think it's Smith over there. They got them 2 running backs.
They got a lot of weapons. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The tight end too.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you another reason why. I will pick D-Hop.
Yeah, got it.
Remember how Kyler Murray was looking before D-Hop got there? That man wasn't looking like no world beater. D-Hop got there, and Kyler Murray, everybody was talking about, Kyler Murray might be this, Kyler Murray might be that. D-Hop went down. They were like, man, Kyler Murray ain't shit. D-Hop came back. Kyler Murray this, Kyler Murray that.
Yeah, but they lost Ertz too, though. They lost that, which is another weapon. You know, because Ertz was supposed to be big to help the offense too. But the other receiver didn't really do anything that he was supposed to. The guy from
remember that first year that D-Hop got there, Kyler Murray had like 7 touchdowns and 5 of them went to D-Hop.
Yeah.
That man had like 7 touchdowns in the first 4 games.
That was all D Hop though. That one Kyler was terrible last
Yeah, but
season.
D Hop's a
My
cheater.
God.
Kyler is Johnny.
D Hop's
Kyler is Johnny Manziel with more
D Hop was
talent.
on the juice.
Kyler is more talented than Johnny Manziel.
Bingo.
Bingo.
You hit it on the head.
Y'all proving my point. D-Hop makes your quarterback look that much better. He makes your quarterback look that much better. Y'all proving my point. That's what I was saying.
Kyler Murray is
AJ is more so relying on his quarterback to get him the ball. D-Hop don't necessarily need the quarterback to get him the ball. He can go get it. You just throw it up. He can take it out the air. AJ more so. A lot of times you see him, he's downfield.
AJ be bro. It's like AJ got a unique way. He got a unique way. Mousing on niggas with his body. He's a body catcher. He's a body catcher. Like he jump over people. He know how to box you out. He got that uncanny ability to box you out and catch it with his body. Like that's what makes him special, because you think he's not catching that bullshit.
He said
he makes some weird ass body catch and he catches the ball. Like, no.
He's like almost like a tight end.
Tennessee, but he did it with Philly last year.
Yeah,
that was
Kyler Murray is definitely a bust.
Exactly what he did in Tennessee, but he did it in Philly last year. That was crazy.
Yeah.
No,
he's like a tight end with speed.
I won't say bust just yet. Not yet, D-Free. Not yet. This make it or break it though. This definitely make it or break it.
What the dude play for the Cardinals with Larry Fitzgerald, the other guy,
Anquan
Warner,
Anquan Bolden, AJ Brown. That's who we.
I can see that comparison. I could definitely see that comparison.
Yeah. No, but you're gonna see Mass Man. You're gonna see this year. Kyler Murray is definitely a bust. He is not going to live up to that contract. Not at all.
He's too busy playing Call of Duty.
Hey, so was the
he's too busy
they said
playing
that
video
what's called
games.
was real though. They said that him watching film and shit, that shit was real in his contract. But then they tried to deny it. Like that shit just
he too busy playing
Call
of Duty, that's why.
You remember a report came out during the season that they put in his contract, a new contract, that he had to watch a certain amount of tape.
Yeah. He had to watch player film.
Yeah.
He had to watch the film. Yeah.
But that's bad.
That's true. That's true. That's in his contract. He got to watch film because he made a big fuss about it. They making him watch film.
But I don't blame a team for doing it.
Who did?
The Cardinals.
Kyler Murray.
Well, yeah, Kyler Murray.
No.
But he was mad that they put in his contract.
He got to watch film. Yeah.
But this is where I don't take the player side, because, bro, you have to watch film. Bro, you're not a generational talent.
You're a quarterback.
Bro, as a quarterback, yes.
No, if nobody had to watch film, the quarterback got to watch film.
Bro, that's like
out of everybody, the quarterback got to watch film. Because everybody else is a role player.
Right. If you had to compare something, it's like boxers not sparring for a fight. Like, what's the point in training if you're not going to spar?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
He said Kyler Murray has some bad luck. That has nothing to do with
that's not bad luck, bro.
No, him not being able to read the defense is not bad luck. It's just poor player. He just can't read the defense.
Bro, you had D-Hop, a possession receiver who can run every route tree, and you had a speed demon in Hollywood Brown. I'm not trying to hear that. And you had James Conner in the backfield.
They had a shit coach.
I'm not trying to hear that.
That coach was the shit.
Oh, Cliff.
I'm not talking about the fact that his receivers got hurt. We give him the benefit of the doubt with his receivers hurt. I'm talking about when the receivers was on the field and he can't read the defense. That's what I'm talking about.
Cliff, Cliff was horrible, but still, like, it was like 50-50 to me. Like, it was Cliff was drawing up some plays if you go back and watch. But also, he was a horrible coach. His only star to grace was being Johnny Manziel's OC at Texas A&M and being Pat Mahomes' coach. Because if Pat never turns out like that, he's never the Cardinals coach.
Yeah, and why is this Arizona? Why you give him a head coaching job when he couldn't even make it as a head coach in college?
Bro, I don't even
It's
think he had a
crazy.
winning record, Thomas.
No,
at Texas Tech. I don't believe so. Or he literally
got
was
fired.
like one game.
He got fired from the college coaches.
I thought he
as
left.
head coach.
Yeah, he got fired. He got fired.
As head coach. That's what I'm saying. And then, but Arizona signs him as their head coach. So you can't make it in college as a head coach, but you know they're gonna put him as an NFL coach.
But how dumb can you be?
Yeah.
How dumb can you be to pick
that's
a
the reason
quarterback?
That's the reason why Pete Carroll is doing so good, because he was able to make it in college. He didn't make it his first time in the NFL. He went back to college and brushed up on some things, and he came back, and that's why he's doing so good now.
And it kind of helped that USC was about to get caught cheating, so he left.
Oh yeah, that was why Pete for real left, because he was like, I'm getting suspended, so might as well.
What helped Pete Carroll was that because he went to college, he knew those players from the Pac-10, because Seattle got a bunch of players from the Pac-10, and he knew those players. So that helped him build. But he learned from college. He's a solid defensive guy.
Hey, are we not giving him enough credit? Is he very underrated coach, or is he rated?
I think he's a rated coach. I wouldn't say he's a great coach. I think he's a good coach.
Because remember coming in, they were shitting on Seattle for that hire.
I did too. I didn't want him. I didn't want him there.
Everybody was.
I was one of the first ones.
I really didn't. I didn't understand it though, because he was a good college coach.
Yeah. But I didn't really want him there at the time. I wanted an experienced coach.
The reason why I shitted on Pete Carroll is because I seen what he did his first time in the NFL. That's why I shitted on Pete Carroll. I was
as a head coach.
This man didn't make it the first time. He ain't gonna make it now.
So in the second time,
but
right?
He proved me wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he did have a job before that.
He was with who was he with? The Jets or Buffalo?
Jets and Patriots.
Jets and Patriots, right. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but he was a good defensive coordinator.
He won the Super Bowl, and then he went right back for the Super Bowl right after he won it. I mean,
he's a player's coach too.
Fact. He definitely is a player's coach.
The second time he went back, he must have thought he was in college again. But that was a bonehead ass call.
But that was Bevel.
He ran all the way.
And if you knew me back then, that I could not stand Bevel as a coordinator.
Had, though,
he was from Minnesota.
He got a good eye for talent. He got a good eye for talent.
Yeah, and I think that's what helped him, T, because he knew those players from the Pac-10 and the West Coast. So, and that's what helped.
The one thing that I did like about Mike Shanahan. That's the one thing I like about Mike Shanahan. If his son called something stupid, he was like, we ain't going with that. We're gonna change this play. we're not going with that. We're gonna go with this play.
Kyle Shanahan should have never left that building for us. We would have won the Super Bowl with Kyle. Kyle Shanahan.
We probably would have. Because we
I would have rather have him than Sean McVay. I would have rather have him than Sean McVay. Like, I was high on Sean, but I'd rather have Kyle.
Actually, to be honest with you, I think we would have won a Super Bowl with either one, because both of them at the time we had their quarterbacks in the building at the time that they would have took over the head coaching job, because Kyle wanted
Kirk.
What the fuck is his name?
He wanted Kirk, right?
Kirk.
Yeah.
And he wanted Kirk, and Sean McVay wanted Kirk. They both wanted Kirk. Because when Sean McVay took over, you remember he was trying to get he wanted Kirk to have the starting job, because they was going to draft another quarterback, and he was like, no, we don't need another quarterback. We got a quarterback. So they took who the fuck they took? They took
who you talking about?
I think they took Sean McVay when Sean McVay became the offensive coordinator. They wanted to get another quarterback, but he was like, no, we got Kirk Cousins. We don't need another quarterback. They were going to do a high draft pick for a quarterback. They were looking at a quarterback for a high draft pick. We were like, no, we already got Kirk Cousins.
This is after the season started.
To a long year. They didn't want to sign Kirk to a long term.
That was the front office. That was the front office. That wasn't Sean.
Yeah, no, it's not the coach. Yeah, exactly. It's Snyder.
Hey, real quick, our subject. Thomas and Jizzle, Rays or Giants tonight?
Braves or Giants?
Yeah.
Who's at home?
Baseball.
Giants. Z Little. Jake Jonas. Z Little. Junis for the Giants. Rays got
Braves.
I don't know. They're one of them fucking pictures. This is why I asked y'all.
Braves. I'm going with Braves.
Yeah, I'm going Braves.
I'm leaning Braves
The
right
bats.
off the bat.
It's the bats.
Rays and Giants.
Oh, Rays. He said the Rays.
Oh,
Tampa Bay
Rays.
Rays.
Oh,
I think
I'm going with the Giants. I'm going with the
Who's
Giants.
pitching for the Giants? You said Junis?
G Little, Littell.
I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is.
Still the better bats, Rays. I'm going Rays. Still got the better bats.
Franco's done, right?
Nah, hey, they saying that girl like 21.
These
She got
Dominicans
a
be
child.
wild.
They said she got a
Supposedly.
child. They saying she's
I heard
like
she's
20.
17. I heard
I
17.
don't know, bro. She don't look 17, but Dominican girls look kind of, older for their age. So, damn, Franco, that's fucked up.
Did he talk to the girl mother first?
Because they were trying to get like 200K off of him. They tried to
They tried to extort him?
Yeah, I think they wanted 200K.
Did it happen? Did it happen in the United States or did it happen over in Dominican Republic?
United States.
I think there.
Here.
Over there.
Yeah.
If it's consent, it ain't no daggone. If she's 17, it's consent. It ain't no daggone charge.
Yeah, but supposedly there's so
state.
many different stories. They're saying that he was with her since he was 14, and he was like, because it's like a 5-year difference. So like he was 19, she was 14. There's different stories coming out. He'll get by. He'll get away with it.
At 14, that's different.
Yeah, that's one of the stories. I still don't know what's true, but he's gonna come out looking like a sucio, right? And that's what
that man. That man is supposed to be the next superstar.
Even if he not, even if he get proven innocent, they ain't gonna talk about the innocent shit as much as they gonna talk about,
bro. He can be innocent, bro. It's on his name.
All I'm gonna say is they never looked at Elvis Presley like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
They never talk about that.
He's over there kissing girls
like
nothing.
Like that nigga Elvis Presley's girlfriend his wife was literally 14 years old.
They got video of him when he was giving concerts, kissing the girls like right there, like little girls.
Yeah, she literally was 14 years old. And that was his wife.
Yeah. But they're gonna stereotype him. They're gonna be,
hold on.
Dominicans.
Where's Elvis Presley from? Is he from Tennessee? T, you got a little quiet over there, gang.
Oh man.
That's fucked up.
Oh, that man dip. He exit stage left. That man exit stage left.
I think it's going to be a lot of surprise this year. I think it's going to be a lot. The Jets is definitely going to surprise a lot of people. They definitely want to surprise.
Well, they're favorites. They're one of the favorites now to make the playoffs.
No, I mean, I'm not saying far as surprise to the NFL. I'm talking about to the fans. The fans that's not keeping a close eye on the Jets. People that just watch only their team. They don't pay attention to nobody else. They're going to surprise a lot of people.
Bro, you got legit number one receivers on both sides. You got 2 stud running backs. Like your defense top 10 off rip. So it's like, yeah, they looking.
Who's the other receiver the Jets have? Because they got rid of one.
It's Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore.
That I know.
Elijah Moore, he had a good year, and there's one more person I'm forgetting.
But who's the other receiver they got rid of because he was always complaining?
Was it Corey Davis? Not Corey Davis.
No.
Corey Davis
I think is still there. But Corey Davis, I think, is still he might still be with the Jets. Damn, who's the receiver?
If Aaron Rodgers play anything like he played when he was with Green Bay, them niggas is going straight to the playoffs.
Oh, they got the receiver from Green Bay, Lazard.
Yep, they did grab Lazard.
So Elijah Moore might have been the guy I'm thinking about. I think Elijah Moore's gone. That's the guy I'm thinking about. Probably.
They got McCall. I think they got Hardman, don't they? Got
Elijah Moore went to the Browns.
That's
him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I know there was one guy that was upset, and he was a big time, guy. So he left. All right, Elijah Moore. He's talented.
And Aaron Rodgers said, "I need somebody that I'm familiar with. Go get Lazard."
Yeah, he didn't like the quarterback.
No, they got Randall Cobb too. He go everywhere.
And they got Lazard. They got
He's basically who used to follow LeBron around, like when LeBron
they do got Breach Hall as the running back too. But they
got a 3-headed monster. My God.
Yeah, they got Devin Cook, Breach Hall, and the other dude.
Yeah, Breece Hall is a monster, but he's coming off the injury. That's why they got Cook, because they want to ease him back in. But Hall was killing him last year until he got hurt.
I forgot all about Breece Hall, D-Free. Damn.
He's nice.
I did. That boy been in the beat since Iowa State. Bro, I remember I saw him play, bro, about 4 years ago. And I was like, man, this nigga coach, this nigga going to the league. I wonder what class he in. That motherfucker said redshirt sophomore. I said, oh my God. I said, bro, this nigga's a sophomore.
Yep.
He's a sophomore. That was like 2 years ago. He came out last year. But he been cold for a long time, dog.
Who do y'all think has the toughest division? Outside of us, D-Free. I know you think the East. We know, but outside of us. Outside of us, who got the hardest?
The AFC
Actually, I'm not even going to talk about the NFC East because we know that we the beats. I'm gonna say Kansas City division.
The West. So that's
Kansas City,
Oakland.
But it's only the two teams. Like, is Oakland and Denver going to be good?
Right.
And Chargers. So yeah.
Chargers. You got the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills.
That's tough. The East or the West?
Pittsburgh, Ravens, Ravens, Browns,
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Cleveland and Cincinnati. That's right. Damn.
Cleveland still got
Cincy.
I would say Cleveland and Cincy, but Cincy got Joe Burrow problem, and Cleveland they got to prove themselves with Deshaun Watson.
Pittsburgh too. We still got question marks about.
Yeah, they got quarterback problems. They got quarterback problems.
But that boy, George Pickett, he's next. George Pickett is next, bro. That man, bro.
Greg,
he might be, but
he's been the man, bro. That man, if he never got hurt, he was supposed to go first round. George Pickett, if he never got hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
that man.
I was gonna say he might be their quarterback, but right now he's not proven. That's what I said. Right now in that division, each one of those teams outside of Baltimore has an issue that they're dealing with. Cleveland got Deshaun Watson for the first time. They got to see how he holds up for the whole year. And then Cincinnati, they got Joe Burrow problems. They don't know if he's going to be able to play. And then Pittsburgh, they got a new quarterback.
It's the same quarterback.
Yeah, I'm saying coming on his second year. So he still got to prove himself. You know, they always have that second year slump. So he still got to prove himself.
So the Ravens basically the most complete team.
Everybody got problems, D-Free. Y'all got a second year quarterback too.
Yeah.
No, but we ain't got the problems that Pittsburgh and Cincinnati got.
I said, but everybody got some problems.
But Tizzle, who you think had the most upside? Pickett or Howe? Who had the most upside to you?
Howe got a stronger arm and he got legs. He got the stronger arm and he got legs. He got a higher upside. Remember, they was talking about Howe was supposed to go in the top 5. He was supposed to go in the top 5.
Year before.
The only reason he dropped was because of his production and who left. He lost Diami. He lost, I think, Williams. He lost a lot of people. He lost a lot of skills, but he still put up numbers. He put up video game numbers. Yeah,
he was supposed to be a top 5. But I think Sam Howell has a higher upside because he has a stronger arm. He could make all the throws on the field, and his legs is better. That man got wheels. I seen it firsthand last Friday. That man got wheels.
Oh yeah, we've been knowing he had wheels though. That man used to get off at night.
I didn't watch the last game against Dallas. I didn't watch that game. I was like, this is the last game.
You ain't see him preseason last year either.
Nope.
I don't think Pickett's gonna be that good anyway.
I seen more of Howe, but
besides
I got to see what Pickett do because I really expect nothing from him. So he did better than I expected.
Man,
so I really got to watch a little more.
Pickett.
No. Yeah, Pickett is nice. From what I seen from him last year, he definitely looked like he can possibly be the quarterback moving forward. It's just he got to build on what he did last year. He got to build on that.
Man,
so he got to be consistent and He got to be consistent of what he did last year and move further than what he did last year.
Who's the second receiver next to after Pickens?
Is that Claypool? Who was it? James Washington?
Was it Washington? Yeah, I think Washington. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to Pickens every play, bro. That man is
he's
truth,
nasty,
bro.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a first rounder if he didn't tear his ACL at Georgia.
And his hands is ridiculous.
Case of boy, you ain't beat nobody with no goddamn Joe Burrow.
His hands.
Thomas, he probably arguably has top 5 hands in NFL, so, bro. That shit is crazy. Like his cat, like
when I draft again?
September 2nd.
The second.
You should have got a notification on the app when it
I ain't signed in yet.
Asshole. Because you can add it to your calendar on your phone.
Yeah, I'm add it to my calendar.
Because it'll tell you can add it. It's at
my pick goes off of what who y'all pick.
Shit, his pick going off 5.
No, if y'all don't pick who I expect y'all to who I'm looking to pick, that man.
The first 2 or 3 rounds are always a limbo. It's always limbo. It's really who best available.
Yeah, I can tell you right now. I know for a fact that your pick and G5 first pick is not going to be my first pick. It's Coach Joe that I'm worried about.
I'm behind you though. No, I'm behind you. You picked before me.
Who's in front of me? I think I got number.
No, it's just.
I ain't never had.
I think
I really don't know.
I'm after
you. Really fucked up my draft board having a high pick.
I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. My man gonna be there.
I don't got no pressure not to fuck it up.
I'm not even worried about it. My man gonna be there. Case of boy is in front of me. I know.
I don't know how to operate with a high pick.
I know you're not picking my player, and I know G5 is not picking my player. I already know.
I think we already know 5 players.
I already have a feeling who 5 and T player is. I already have a feeling who their player is, so I already know my player is going to be there because I know. I know
what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking, and it might.
I know Case of Boy is not.
I don't want Jamar Chase. I don't want Jamar.
No, I'm not even thinking about Jamal Chase. If he's there, I might take him. If he's there. But I'm not even thinking about Jamal Chase.
If he's there when you pick, you better take him. You know what I'm saying,
bro? Y'all wild.
I know he's not going to be there. I know he's not going to be there because if he's there, Case of Boy going to pick him up.
Now, just got to think. I'm gonna have the second pick, bro. It's a chance that his QB might not even be there. He got to shut a rock anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it took him a slow start last year with Burrow. So Burrow ain't gonna be there, or
like Case of Boy.
But are we really ready to let Jamar Chase just drop?
He's not dropping at the top 4, bro. He's not going past.
That's crazy.
He's not going past the top 3. Case of Boy is going to take him. Case of Boy.
He's not dropping far. He's just not going number 2. He's not dropping far.
He's not going past the 3rd. If Jamar Chase is there, Case of Boy is taking him. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah,
I would put $100.
We already know that. Nigga, I'm betting the house on that. Nigga, I'm doubling that bet.
Because I can tell you right now, if Case of Boy don't take him, I will be taking him.
If I don't get Josh Allen, K getting Josh Allen, then I gotta
hell no. He got Burrow. He got Burrow. Why would he go 2? He'll be dumb to go 2 quarterbacks.
Burrow ain't gonna play.
I think that's a waste of a pick. You should go skilled.
He's not gonna play. Burrow not gonna play.
I tell you what, I'm not. Ain't nobody.
You can always trade Josh Allen. You can trade Josh Allen for whoever the hell you want, Jizzle.
I know. Yeah. I know. Ain't nobody thinking about my player, so I ain't even worried about my player. Gonna be there. My player gonna be there. That's what I like to hear. That my player's gonna be there.
I don't even know who I'm picking.
Back on the bench, but no, I'm just playing, man. No, I'm playing roll tide now. Jokes. I fuck with you.
You said roll tide.
Well, I'm about to go ahead and shut it down. We're going on 2 hours.
Yeah, I got to get out of here. I got to go home and eat, and then tomorrow I'm going to the stupid Met game.
I appreciate everybody that came through. I appreciate my brothers coming up here chopping it up. We'll be doing it again next Tuesday. I think me and BBO is gonna go live tomorrow. I think we're gonna go live tomorrow because that's our normal day. But I know BBO is in Walt Disney World right now, so we're gonna see how that goes. But I appreciate everybody coming through.
Have a nice day, guys.
We'll do it again. All right, we'll do it again next week. It's your boy D Free, BBO, Southern T, my man Thomas, my man K Savoy, and Coach Joe, all the fellas. If y'all watch this on the playback, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the likes. It's your boy. Peace.